going to jail.
Bro, you're harassing me! You're harassing me! Stop! No, you're harassing me!
Like I said, I'm sorry. I don't know how many more times I can say it. It's okay. I appreciate your apology. It's not a personal matter, but I do understand why you're feeling that way. I do. So I appreciate that.
Police encounter a lot of teenage shoplifters these days. A lot of them have turned it into a habit. But as these little crooks become overconfident, they let their guard down. When these teen shoplifters think they can get away with stealing, cops enter the picture when they least expect it.
I'm not fighting you, sir. I'm a woman. I can get up.
Me, right?
No, I didn't kick you. I didn't kick you. You're lying. Check the camera on your.
On September 3, 2022, police officers in Washington were dispatched to Kohl's regarding two teenage shoplifters. When the officers arrived on the scene and told them they were being detained, one of the teenagers complied. However, her accomplice had other ideas.
Why are you putting force on me?
Stop kicking me.
Stop touching me.
You're under arrest.
Stop touching me. I'll get up and give me something. Stop touching me.
You're under arrest.
Can you please? He's hurting me, though. I can't. He's hurting me.
Stop it. Stop
He's
it.
hurting me. Stop it. Let go. Ow. Ow. He's twisting my arm.
Stop it.
He's twisting
Relax.
me.
Stop it.
I'm not.
Relax.
Stop touching me.
Stop it.
Stop touching me. Stop a kid. You cannot be doing this. You cannot be doing this. You cannot be.
You're under arrest.
You cannot touch me like this. Don't
You're
give me
under
hands.
arrest.
Stop resisting. I'm not resisting. You are.
Stop.
But he's hurting me, though.
Stop it.
Can you hold me? Can you hold me, please? He's hurting me.
We're the ones that called him.
He's hurting me.
We're the ones that called him.
That's fine, but can you like not grab me like this so rough?
Well, you know what? You're the one that's fighting me, okay?
No, I'm not fighting you. He's lying.
No, you were fighting.
No, I'm not. He's grabbing me.
Like everyone around her said, if she wanted the officer to stop touching her, all she had to do was stop resisting and comply with his orders. Someone needs to tell these teens that when they steal, there's bound to be consequences that are not exactly enjoyable.
Get the off me. Get off me. You get away from me. 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 Get away from me.
Stop
Get away
it.
from me.
Stop pushing, okay?
Get away from me. I'm not pushing twins.
Stop
He's hurting me. I'm not even pushing. I'm not pushing.
Stop it.
He keeps twisting my arm.
Stop it.
He's twisting my head.
Stop
You're not
it.
real if you stop twisting my arm.
Okay, well, you stop it.
Okay, let go. Stop. And I'll stop. But you
Stop.
cannot be grabbing me like
I
that.
can't
You
grab you.
cannot
You know
grab me
what?
like that. You cannot hold me like that. What is wrong with you guys? No, this is not okay. I'm a little girl. You cannot be twisting my arm. I'm not resisting, but he keeps pushing my arm. I'll get in the car. He keeps twisting my arm. This hurts hella bad.
Well, then stop it, right?
He's hurting
Just
me.
stop.
No, you stop. You're over here twisting my arm.
It was as if her parents never taught her to properly interact with law enforcement. Here's a quick lesson. If you break the law and run from the police, you will be chased, you will be tackled, and you will be placed in handcuffs and taken to jail. Still, after all that, somehow she thought she was in a position to call the shots.
Sir, he's literally putting force on me for no reason. Not a reason, but I mean like, I don't mean by no reason, but how he grabbed me. How he grabbed me. I'm not fighting you, sir. I'm a woman. I can get up.
Right?
No, I didn't kick you. I didn't kick you. You're lying. Check the camera on your.
What?
He used force. Tell him to look at his camera. Look, I have a video.
Yeah.
I have a video. I'm not running away or nothing. I will get in this damn car. But he over here is twisting my arm and pushing me down. He pulled.
Take the purse.
That's fine. Take the purse out. You guys, I'm not running. I'm okay. I'll go to jail, but he's hurting me though. That's not okay. I want his camera and I want his badge
We're gonna
number.
get to that.
Capon, police are sitting in front of way. Capon, all right, I got you.
While there was no doubt that she believed she was in the right, in reality, the body cam footage she was asking for will only prove that she was the problem. Remember, she chose to steal and resist law enforcement. She had no one to blame but herself for her predicament.
And I want the recording of when you picked me down. And I'm not playing. I will call this empty. You guys don't know who my parents are. You will. And I'll get my lawyer too.
Didn't you tell your parents you shouldn't be shoplifting,
And
right?
I'll tell my parents about you too. And you're fired. You be like, gave us virus, dirty.
Good luck proving that the officers used excessive force when multiple witnesses were willing to back up the officers' actions. With the teenager secured in the back of the cruiser, it was time for the officers to tally up all the merchandise she stole.
Here you go. Here you go. Look.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I don't know if
Magnet.
that's ours or...
No. Well, I'm just showing you
Okay,
she's
okay.
using a magnet. That's
This is
burglary.
hers. I think he has the purse mixed up, yeah? Or this is the Mexicans, this one, the black one's the black one.
Do you want to put in my report, like, the whole resisting thing? Because I think
Yes,
that should be in
yes.
there.
Well, I mean, I didn't get a chance to turn on my camera until after I'm holding her down, but she's the one that's like fighting me,
Yeah,
kicking me.
yeah.
Which, do you remember which one?
What? This is Mexicans,
This one?
Hers.
Hers?
and then black is black. So this is hers.
Okay.
That's all hers.
Okay.
And then this is all hers. Yeah. Can we get a
Picture of the ID.
the ID?
That's not her.
Oh.
We don't know yet. Let me find out who
Okay.
she is first, and I'll let you
Can
know.
you find out who she is too?
Yeah, Tanner's doing that.
I know, but he's a little delayed.
No, he's not.
The officers read the suspect her rights. She claimed she needed medical treatment for her wrists, which she said were twisted, and her head, which she claimed was pushed into the ground during her arrest. After the officers officially trespassed her, it was time to speak to her accomplice.
Okay, so your court date will be September 13th, 8:30 at the Federal Court.
All right.
And I'm gonna take a picture too. Thank you for not like jumping on me.
Can I flick the camera off?
Take what camera off?
Your camera?
For what?
Because
She's the one that's like fighting back.
that's the photo I want you to have, though. Dang, why you had to slam my twin up like that?
No, she was kicking me. I was just grabbing her. Okay, look. No, don't do that. You don't want that on your. Okay, so here's the ticket. It's F3rd. Okay. All right, you're good to go then. Stop stealing. Stop stealing.
Yeah, don't be shoplifting.
Stop being so aggressive, man.
All I did was grab her arm, and then she's the one. Come on.
I already discussed it with her. She's gonna get in her ear eventually, right?
Oh, I'm gonna get in right here.
Okay.
All I did was I grabbed her and said she's on her, and then she's throwing it. Hey, you know what? That's what
Oh, they
happens.
brought the big dog.
See? This is the boss showing
That's
up
the
now.
boss.
All right, big
Make
dog.
sure Keith didn't get beat up.
Oh, he got dragged around over here.
Yeah.
You were on admin because you said you're fighting
Damn.
one.
Yeah.
All right, Deja.
All right, you guys have a good one. Thank you.
Show up to that court date.
Of course.
The suspect in the back of the cruiser could have received the same friendly treatment if she hadn't run and resisted arrest like her friend. But unfortunately for her, due to her actions, she was transported to the police station for processing.
Okay, just-
Right here.
Yep. Okay, you see your right hand. Okay, now you sit over there. So you're not allowed to go back to that mall. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're basically, I'm telling you, you're being trespassed.
Okay.
Have it recorded.
Alright.
Okay, so you can call your friend or whoever you need to. You can have them pick you up right here in front of the court.
Alright.
Address is on this ticket, same address still.
Okay.
Your court date is September 13th, 8:30 in the morning, right here at this court right here. You're getting
Is that
charged.
paper?
Yeah. Getting 2 charges:
Alright.
theft and resisting arrest.
Both women were charged with resisting arrest and theft. However, only one of them was taken into custody to be processed. It goes to show that if you cooperate with law enforcement, things don't have to get ugly. On May 5th, 2024, Police officers arrested an 18-year-old male after he was caught stealing alcohol and chased down by a shopkeeper. To complicate matters, the teenager claimed he was coerced into stealing the alcohol by an older boy who was threatening her.
I didn't have a choice, officer.
All right. Okay, hold on.
Sir, I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice.
Have your hand.
I'll tell you everything they told
All right,
me.
I'm putting you in handcuffs right now, and then we'll talk, all right?
Please don't arrest me.
All right.
I'll pay it back, I swear.
So much.
There was a couple guys that were with him.
Okay.
Was in a black SUV, pulled up right there. Then he tried to run to them, and then they took off.
All right.
They
So I didn't have
come
a
out
chance to get
around
hands
for him,
Okay.
motioned to him, was waiting
Bro,
for him,
no,
and then
no,
took off.
Like the saying goes, there's no honor among thieves, and it looks like the suspect, Matthew, just learned the hard way after his friends abandoned him in the parking lot when the shopkeeper gave chase. After the cuffs went on, the officer helped Matthew get onto his feet and asked him to explain himself.
Sir, if I tell you everything, please let me off. Please, they threatened me. I can show you the guy's Snapchat
We're
and
gonna talk in a
everything.
second, all right? We're going over my car.
I'm sorry, sir. I really didn't have a choice. You guys saying before.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute, okay? We're gonna figure out what's wrong. You need to start.
Can I pull my pants out, please?
I'll pull your pants up in a second. Do you have anything on you to poke me, stick me, hurt me?
I shouldn't.
Weapons?
No.
Anything
No
like
weapons.
that? Is that your phone?
Yeah.
What's that in your pocket?
My cigarettes.
Your cigarettes?
Yes, sir. My wallet.
Wallet?
I'm sorry, I really am sorry. I didn't
What's
have
your
a
leg up? I'll
choice.
lift you. I'll pull your pants. All right, have a seat right here and I'll come talk to you in a minute, okay?
I'm sorry, officer. I really am. I didn't
Okay,
have a
I
choice,
got you.
bro. Please don't. I can't.
Just sit here and I'm going to talk to you in a second, okay?
With Matthew secured in the back of the cruiser, the officer read him his Miranda rights. His story was far-fetched, so the officer had some doubts. While he claimed he was coerced into stealing the alcohol, it seemed more likely that they were all in it, but his accomplices abandoned him to take the fall.
What happened tonight?
I got in some trouble with this guy.
Which guy?
His name's Dre.
Dre?
DeAndre.
DeAndre? Do you know his last name?
No, sir.
Okay.
He threatened me. He told me if I didn't get this for him, he would hurt me.
What were you trying to get for him?
Alcohol.
Alcohol?
Yes, sir.
So did you go in there and leave without paying the
I
alcohol?
didn't have a choice, sir.
Is that what happened?
Yes, sir. I didn't
Okay.
have a choice. I'm sorry.
What did you take from the store?
$3 of Truly's and a few shots.
Okay. Where's all that stuff?
It was in a white bag. I dropped most of it.
You dropped most of it?
Yes,
Where'd you
sir.
drop it at?
Right down there. I think they grabbed it all.
Okay. Yeah, he says yes.
I'm sorry, officer. I really am. Please don't arrest me.
Matthew told the officer that he and DeAndre had been friends for a few years, or so he thought. He said that DeAndre had threatened to rough him up if he didn't go into the store and steal alcohol for him. However, the cops would later find out that DeAndre was of legal age to buy alcohol himself.
So Dre wanted you to come. Put your foot back in the car.
I'm sorry, man. He wanted me to get the alcohol and see what
What did he say he was going to do if you didn't get the alcohol?
out
Okay.
of me. I know he carries guns, so
Do you have Dre's number?
I have him on Snapchat.
Was Dre with you tonight?
I
Was
know
with
he
you?
was texting me.
So who was with you when you were taking the stuff?
This kid named Landon.
Who's Landon to you?
I don't know. I just met him tonight.
You just met him tonight. Does he know Dre?
I don't know.
Did he take anything?
No, sir.
No? So, okay.
Sir, am I in trouble? Please, I really didn't have a
Where
choice.
did you meet Landon at?
The causeway.
At the Causeway?
Yes, sir.
Like the Jensen Beach Causeway?
I think so. I don't know.
And you met him there today?
Yes,
And
sir.
you guys came all the way down here?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get alcohol for Dre?
Yes, sir.
You don't know Dre's last name?
No,
You
sir.
don't know where he lives?
No, sir.
Just PSL?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was also odd that he had known DeAndre for a few years, but said that he didn't know his last name. Furthermore, he couldn't provide basic contact details for any of his accomplices. Suspicious, the officer asked him some more questions.
Do you have Dre's phone number?
No, sir. I have him on Snapchat.
You have him on Snapchat?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Officer, please, I don't want to be in trouble over this. I can't have a choice.
Okay, I got you. Well, I need to look. Do you mind if I see? Do you still have the messages from Dre?
No, they deleted out the viewing. Those
Okay,
ones
so
were
you don't
deleted
have-
out the viewing.
Okay. All right. Which pocket is your wallet in? Is it in your right
My
pocket?
back pocket.
The right side?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna get your wallet out because I need your ID.
Sir, please, I don't want to be in trouble over this. I can't have a choice. I can't have a
Okay, give me a minute. Stay
No!
over there. Stay over there.
No, I need to talk to you. I need to
We're not
explain what happened. Sir.
So essentially, even though multiple people were involved in the theft, Matthew couldn't provide the officer with the contact details for one of them. Despite being abandoned by his group, he refused to throw them under the bus. A few moments later, Matthew's mother arrived on the scene.
Your son, a couple other kids, don't know who they are. They weren't here when I got here.
I know exactly who they are. They came to my house. Yeah,
Do you know who they are?
yeah, I do. And I can tell you right where
I
they're
got
at.
him over there. And I wanted to always walk over there to make sure you might just stay next to him. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. You do know who the other two kids are?
The other two? No, I don't know them.
No,
I
you
know
said
the
two.
driver of the car. There was 3 kids.
Okay.
That's with them.
Where do they
all
live?
Came to my house drunk. And the one, is like a child to me because his mom died a few years ago. And I
Stay
was
right
praying
here.
for her
Hold on for 1
since we were
second, okay?
kids.
I'll talk to you in a minute. What's the other kid's name?
The other kid, what's his name? I forget. I don't remember his last name.
Okay.
Matthew's mother said she didn't know the accomplices' names, but said she knew where one of them lived. Naturally, the officers had more questions for her, so they asked her to accompany them to the Circle K up the street, where Matthew was caught shoplifting.
What did he take out of the store?
3 boxes of Trulies and a couple of shots. That's what he told me. Do you know a kid named Dre?
Kid named Dre?
Yeah.
He's not a kid. He's an
Whoever
adult.
it is. Do you know a Dre?
Yeah, he's my
Okay.
son's friend.
Do you know
And he's not a
his...
kid, he's an adult.
Okay, well, supposedly Dre put him up to. Do you know who Dre is? Do you have more information on him or not?
He's a black male that was 2 years ago.
Do you know where he lives?
I know. And I doubt Dre did that because they're not with Dre. If Dre was with them, Dre would have bought it
Okay.
and gave it to him. Because that's what Dre does. That's how he always gets his liquor. And I told him when he left the house, I don't care if you go hang out, don't come home drinking. Because I know how the other kid, that's all he does. And I don't like it. So now he's got other minors with him. They just came to my house and said, oh, Matthew went to the store. They put it all on him and said, oh, we gotta go. And he's freaking out. He don't know what to do. I told him he needs to calm down. And supposedly he went home.
To your house?
No,
Or
not
where
my
he
house,
lives
his
over there?
house.
Okay.
I live over here.
All right, well, meet us back over there and I'll talk with you more, okay?
Back at the Circle K, they tallied up the value of the stolen merchandise. And for one person, it was a lot to carry. How Matthew thought he was going to get away with that was anyone's guess, but there were no questions as to why he was easily chased down and captured.
I found these along the trail.
Here too?
Yeah, I'm just off. I came in for my drink.
There's all stuff for you.
Okay. What is what's so
You want me to total everything
these
up?
two? Yeah, these two.
This
So
was
6
that.
bottles. So what is it? 3 cartons? 3
3 of
cases?
those and about 30 of these.
Yeah, just
I think there was more than that.
More.
I think he had more than that. Maybe somebody had grabbed someone. You know.
I picked up what I noticed was on the ground.
where was all this?
This was like right in front of his vehicle, his truck. I found one of the cases and I found the little liquor bottles, like kind of trailed
I think it
along.
was one that kind of broke open and it went all over the ground. So.
And who is the who's able to get video footage?
I didn't even see him. One of the customers actually pointed him out. Said some guy just filled up a trash bag full of liquor and he booked it. And then when I went out front to see where he was out front with one of the other customers. And then I came out and said, hey, and they took off.
Outside the store, the officers continued to speak with Matthew's mother. She said that if he continued down the path he was heading, she feared he would wind up in prison. As a result, she asked the officers to teach him a lesson he wouldn't forget.
And when you get to the police station, okay, you're going to say, no.
Now I say go full short instead of going to jail. Don't fall for that either. He needs to learn his lesson. I'm sorry. It might sound harsh, but I'm done. I just went through a whole year, 2 years. He was in a program, everything else.
Has he been in trouble before?
Yes.
What?
They expunged that off of him because he was a minor. Yep. And he went through this.
Is this brother?
He had to go through, he went to data. He was there for 7 months. He was supposed to only be there 3 months. He was there 7 months. He's only been home, I'd say maybe a year. I sent him to Alabama. I had to go back to Alabama and get him to do combo. So he needs to learn his lesson. He doesn't comprehend things, but that still doesn't give an excuse for this type of behavior. And I'm very upset with him.
It was refreshing to see a mother take the officer's side for once. Let's hope the officers took her advice and locked him up. Sometimes a few nights behind bars is all it takes to scare you straight. On September 6, 2024, police officers were called to Target after loss prevention personnel detained a 19-year-old woman for shoplifting.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Could I just see the video?
Sorry?
Can I see the video footage?
Yeah, sure.
Get away.
So she comes in, she scans stuff. She scans the food. She scans all this stuff here. That's what her feet. So it's food, cosmetic stuff, the command hook, and then she hits the pay button and then starts to scan all of the clothing and hits the button that says item not scanned. And then she just kept on doing it. So she's right now at the pay screen, and it's not scanned, it's not paid for.
According to staff, the suspect, Juliana, would scan some items at the self-checkout, then press the pay button, and then continue to scan all of the expensive items in her cart. However, once the pay button is pressed, the self-checkout machine does not allow you to scan additional merchandise.
What happened? I was scanning things, and apparently they didn't go through unless I paid for them again, but they didn't. They told me no, I guess.
Did you try to leave the store?
No.
Yes.
I thought it was paid for. Have
you ever done this here before?
They said I have.
Yeah.
They said I have. Can I answer that? Is that on? Sure. Okay.
So those items that you did pay for?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the items.
I don't understand.
Correct.
Everything else is paid for?
Correct. Okay. And it's on her first.
I really don't understand.
It happens every time she's here.
They're saying it's happened like multiple times, but I don't understand what
Do you have, I mean, a long shot.
they're saying that the scanning every time I've been there, it's not. I don't
think
even know.
I do have the same.
And I'm like really confused. I have no idea. I don't understand what the problem is.
Juliana claimed she had never stolen from the store before, but the loss prevention personnel literally had the receipts and surveillance footage to prove it. She could deny it all she wanted, but it was hard to deny what was clearly caught on video, and with that, she was placed under arrest.
Stand up for me, please. Turn around.
I'm scared. I'm scared it's for him to do anything. I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, can you want to take this off for me, please?
Because I don't understand what I did. I literally said I paid for everything that's there.
That down. We'll grab.
I don't understand.
Hands by your back, please.
I don't understand. I literally have a criminal justice reader. I would never do this, and I don't understand. I really don't understand what's happening right now.
It was double locked.
Wait, don't even tell me.
Yeah, I'll do them. Yeah, it gets emailed.
Oh, you emailed
So you guys have it.
When does
I think like last year.
I don't understand.
perfume until like last year.
This officer's gonna search you, right?
While she continued to deny that she did anything wrong, Juliana was searched by a female officer. After she identified herself, an officer explained why she was being arrested because she continued to act confused about what was happening. With a major in criminal justice, it shouldn't be too difficult for her to understand.
Juliana, so what's gonna happen now? Right, so you got arrested for shoplifting, right? We'll explain everything, all right? They've explained the allegations too. So they have really good security cameras here. So what you were doing is you hit the pay button and then you continue to scan items.
Yeah, but I didn't know that it wasn't going through, and I told them that I'd pay for everything.
I understand what you're saying. So because it's a little $75, that means it's a level offense, right? So you're gonna get processed and released on that.
It's not doing anything to me except that I'm doing criminal justice.
It's not gonna do anything to your major, but it's something that you'll have to explain if you get convicted of it when you go to court. Now they're saying that you've done this a bunch of other times.
But I'm not understanding.
Okay, we're gonna have to get the numbers and see what the total amount is, okay? Have you ever been arrested before?
No.
Alright, try to take a deep breath. Still feel like you're gonna pass out? Do you need first aid? Do you want to have an ambulance
No, I'm
come
okay.
out?
I have anxiety.
Okay. You sure you don't want an ambulance to come out?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Alright, slow deep breaths, okay?
I can't. I'm
Juliana was escorted outside to a police cruiser and secured in the back. In order to try and get out of trouble, her strategy consisted of playing dumb, pretending that she didn't know the items weren't being scanned. According to her, it was all just one big misunderstanding.
So here's the good news for right now that I can give you, okay? The amount was so little that even if I got you. But I'm saying it would look a lot worse if this was, $750 as opposed to $75, okay? The fact that it's under $200 makes a very big difference for our part of it, okay? Okay. All right. Like I said, they're gonna figure it all out inside, okay? It won't ruin your career. So let me ask you, what are your goals? What do you want to do when you finish school? Detective? Nice. Do you want to do something like this, like municipal, or do you want to go federal? Good for you. That's a great goal.
I'm just really scared that this.
Don't focus on that. Listen, this is one little tiny blip in the radar, okay? It is not gonna, believe me, it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. Okay. But listen, here's the other thing. That's another reason that, when stuff like this happens, that's why you have a court date too, because you can come to that agreement. Okay? And then, now, obviously I'm not guaranteeing anything because I'm not on that end of it, but you could work out some kind of agreement maybe with the court where you pay for it and they drop it. This isn't the be all end all, okay?
If Juliana was serious about her goals, she would have to use her arrest as a learning experience and change her ways. Like the officer said, as long as she made better decisions moving forward, her career path wouldn't be affected. However, back at loss prevention, the officers made new discoveries regarding the extent of her thieving.
Got the total amount for her file, including today.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Just everything added up.
So every past incident, not including today, was $378.15.
Okay, $378 not including today?
Yes.
Plus, what was it today? $75.09?
Yeah, it looks like we have video for all of your progress tips so we can file.
All right.
All of those.
All right, cool. We just send that to me.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
What's the case number?
Yeah, you didn't get a card?
I have it.
She got one.
Oh, she got it.
All right, thanks, Garrett.
Of course, thank you.
Juliana had attempted the shoplifting scheme 6 times before. With all items from all incidents totaling $450, she was arrested and charged with shoplifting. She later pleaded guilty and was fined $983. She was also ordered to pay restitution to Target. The court agreed to dismiss the charge in 12 months, as long as Juliana had no additional offenses. On April 11, 2022, police officers responded to a shoplifting incident at Ulta after a female teenager was reported to have concealed several bottles of perfume on her person before walking out of the store without paying.
Hello. Hi. Yeah, I have other officers kind of look in the area right now while I
kind of figure out what happened here?
Yeah, they just she just came in and she was looking around customer service for a while, and then she walked out with a bunch of magazines in her hand. She didn't meet up with her friend as she was walking out. They went to TJ Maxx. I don't know if they're still there.
Did they go inside or?
Yeah, I did see them go inside, and I did call TJ Maxx to let them know as well. I was like, hey, the people that just stole from me just walked into your store.
How long ago?
Oh, maybe like 5 minutes ago? Not that long.
The manager gave the officer a detailed description of the suspect, including what she was wearing. But as the suspect wasn't alone, the officer also needed a description of her accomplice before they headed over to TJ Maxx to confront them.
So they're two different?
Well, the second person, this is the one that stole from us. The second one is the one that she met up with. So, like, as soon as she walked out, she met up with another person. Okay. Yeah. Hello, welcome in.
And then the person she met up with is the blonde hair?
Yes.
Just for information, the suspect met up with another female who has blonde hair, blue drawstring backpack, and then a blue backpack and blue leggings. Okay, and about how much in fragrances would you say?
I know she stole, like, I'm not sure dollar amount, but I know she stole about, like, 6.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, is there?
Usually it's around, like, 30.
Around, like,
the ones that she stole from, like, 30. So, like, close to 200? 300?
200?
Yeah.
300.
Thankfully, the manager said it was a non-violent encounter, as the suspect simply concealed the items in her bag and walked out. With a description of the suspects, another officer arrived on the scene, and they headed over to TJ Maxx to search for the suspects.
Good. Hi, police department. Hey, you. Hi, police. How are you? Good. Okay, you're being detained right now.
I'm not doing
For theft. Nope, you're being detained for theft from Ulta.
I'm not doing nothing.
Relax.
I'm not doing nothing.
Put your hands on your back.
No, I'm not doing nothing. No, this is illegal, dog. I'm not doing anything. No, you're harassing me. I'm not doing nothing.
Put your hands on your back, okay?
No. You can ask the guard, did I do anything wrong? No, bro, you're harassing me. You're harassing me. Stop. Ah! No, you're harassing me. Stop. You're harassing me.
Surprise, surprise. Another teenager who thought she could manipulate the situation. While the officer struggled with the suspect on the ground, his partner came to his assistance. Contrary to what the suspect was claiming, the officer was not harassing her. He was detaining her for theft. She was far from being the victim.
You're harassing me. I'm not doing nothing. You're harassing me. Help me. I wasn't doing nothing. You're harassing me. Man, help me.
Hey, don't grab my neck, man.
I'm not doing nothing. You're harassing me. Help.
Yeah.
Help me.
Let me switch.
Help me. I'm not doing nothing.
I'm gonna pull it up, okay?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, let's walk outside.
The officers helped the suspect stand up, walked her out of the store, and escorted her to their cruiser. For a while, it seemed like she was going to comply. But once they hit the exit door, the suspect decided to make a run for it.
No.
No, you're harassing me! No! No!
Again, someone needed to give the suspect a lesson about the difference between being harassed and being detained for theft. Crying for help wasn't going to get her any sympathy. Once they got her on her feet again, they escorted her to their cruiser to be searched.
Have a seat, please.
You guys didn't do nothing wrong! You guys are harassing me!
You're under arrest. Both of you car.
Stop!
We'll take those other cups out.
Stop! Please, it hurts!
We're trying to take the other cups off.
You guys are harassing me! I know my rights! You guys are harassing me! No! You guys are harassing me! I know my rights! No! This isn't fair! I know my rights! Help me!
Do not do that.
No! I know my rights!
Stop.
No! You guys are harassing me! Help me!
Okay, I'm busy. Hold on.
Help me! No, ma'am! Help me!
The suspect was acting like a spoiled toddler more than a teenager. She chose to run and resist, so if her wrists hurt, that was on her. With the suspect secured in the back of the cruiser, the officers asked the manager of Ulta if she could confirm if they caught the right suspect.
Okay, so we have a subject detained. Doesn't involve your theft. Is there someone that can ID her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can go with
You can go with me? Okay. So she's detained in handcuffs. Just because she's in handcuffs doesn't mean that she's the person that did it. It's just as important to eliminate people that are innocent as it is to ID people for us. So I'm going to do the seat back here in my car. We'll drive over there. If you don't care about getting out and looking at her, you can, or you can just pull up next to her in the police car. It's up to you. Okay.
She has a very distinctive tattoo.
Yeah.
And I think I know who it is.
Okay. So I think she gave the fragrances to the other person. I didn't get a chance to look for her because she was so uncooperative, but maybe go in there in a minute and look for her. She doesn't have the fragrances on her. Can you roll down your window? Can you roll down your window? Is that her? Okay. I'll give a positive ID from the Ulta clerk.
With the suspect positively identified, the officers read her rights. As she had passed the stolen merchandise to her friend, the suspect thought she was in the clear. However, she didn't know that she had been spotted stealing by eyewitnesses and surveillance cameras.
Who's the chick who was with you?
I was not with nobody.
Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't.
What, you think that we just walked into TJ Maxx just because? We were told that you went in there. That's why we even went in there. They saw you. Yeah, that's why. Of all these,
I don't physically have anything.
Out of all these stores we could have come into.
You guys are physically harassing me.
Okay. All right. Do you want to talk to me about anything that happened today? Okay.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. Because you're a juvenile detention won't take you. Otherwise, you'll be going to jail. If you're an adult in a few months, you'll be going to jail for something like this. So we're going to release you at the Trans Center. I don't want to see you around Federal the rest of the day. It's time to hop on a bus and go home. Okay? If we get any more calls about you, then we're going to have to take some further action that doesn't involve you going home. Okay? That clear? Because I don't want to keep getting calls and stuff like that. I spoke to Grandma. She doesn't want to come get you, so you're going to go to the Trans Center. She says that you've been nothing but trouble lately.
The suspect was charged with theft, obstruction of a law enforcement officer, and resisting arrest, and was issued a court date. The accomplice she met up with for the theft was not located. On July 5, 2024, officers in Greenfield, Wisconsin were called to a Kohl's department store following reports of a retail theft in progress. According to reports, 2 juveniles and a 21-year-old named Shovana began loading up a large amount of Sephora merchandise and clothes into shopping baskets.
We're running to the left. Go down that way. Go down that way. You go there. You go there. Clear. Emergency doors to the north. Or sorry, west. Come back, police! They're behind the building. Squads go around Steinhoffels. They're on foot.
The officers made a mad dash through the store. It was a good effort, but they arrived at the scene just a little too late. With visual confirmation that the suspects had fled through the store's rear exit, the officers hopped in their cruiser and gave chase.
Police department, we're gonna get a dog. If you're in here, make yourself known. You will get bit. Affirmative, all three went left. Dispatch, please call Steinhoffels. See if they ran inside. There is an area here where it's been matted down. They're probably stuck here in front of me. Hold there. Greenfield Police Department, 3 females that just ran from me. You're all under arrest. Make yourself known with nothing in your hands. We're gonna get a canine if you don't come out. You will get bit.
The officers weren't playing around. The suspects had sent them on a wild goose chase, and the police were determined to win. The girls were playing a dangerous game. With guns drawn and a canine unit on the way, things were getting serious fast. If they didn't reveal themselves soon, someone could get seriously hurt or worse.
76, 77. I'm on the freeway by the 84th Street sign. Stop! I got one by the sign. Stop! Show me your hand! Walk over to me! Alright, face away from me. Face away. Stop. Where are the rest of them at? You don't know?
I gotta sit down though.
Okay, just give me a second. I got one in custody.
The officer cuffed and arrested Shovana, the 21-year-old ringleader. When asked where her friends were, she said she didn't know. It was a blatant lie, but it didn't matter. The officer knew it was only a matter of time before they captured her accomplices with or without her help.
Move a little bit, me. Trying to find a path to get to them. Well, where they got down, yeah. Okay, do your best, man. Cody and I are moving through the brush. Be aware. Cody and I are moving through the brush from the east to the west. Other 2 females, if you have anything in your hands, you may be shot. Make yourself known with nothing in your hands. Show me your hands, you're gonna get shot. Get out right now. Show me your hands now. Walk towards me. Walk towards me. I got one walking towards me right now. Let's go. Up here. Let's go. Hands on your back.
With 2 suspects down, there was still one more to catch. The officer secured the suspect and put cuffs on her without further incident. Like with Shovana, he questioned her as to the whereabouts of their accomplice who was still on the run, but the girl played dumb.
Third subject, we know you're in here. Make yourself known, you will be hurt. Have nothing in your hand or you may be shot. I don't see anything to the left out to the brush, so. Sure. If you can get through here, I'll go a little more that way. Got nothing to my right. Got nothing in front of me. But they're hitting a wall of brush up ahead. Hey, hands right now! Put your hands up now! Hands up, you're gonna get hands. My hands up. All right. Walk towards that officer. See here. Coming to you. You better walk with your hands up. You better not reach.
The girl was playing a dangerous game. The officers were on high alert, and with tasers and guns aimed directly at her, one wrong move could spell disaster. With the third suspect in their sights, all the officers had to do was get her out of the bushes and into a pair of cuffs.
Walk through there, follow our instructions. Walk, turn to that face that way. Do not reach for anything, walk towards him. I don't care. Me too. Just walk forward. That is not your fault.
I'll follow with non-lethal.
Okay.
Do anything stupid, you're getting tased in the back.
Go. Go. Stop moving.
You're the one hiding in the woods.
Let's face it, it was a bad time to play the race card, and the officer was right to call her out for it. The suspect was escorted to a cruiser, where she was searched and placed in the back. Next, the officers returned to the scene of the crime to tally the stolen merchandise and search their vehicle.
I'm pretty positive this is going to be our car. And 4204. I have odor around the car, and it looks like some more stolen goods in the back seat. Some nice fancy phones. Is there a call still on in this phone? Naughty, naughty. Whoever's listening. Hello. Oh, that's pretty big. Yeah.
All three suspects were arrested and charged with felony retail theft and resisting an officer. Eventually, it was revealed that the group stole approximately $1,500 worth of merchandise. Shovana was transported to the Milwaukee County Jail, where after serving 203 days, she pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 3 years probation. On February 4th, 2023, in Sebastian, Florida, an 18-year-old man was arrested for stealing merchandise from a local Walmart while wearing a Batman mask. When officers arrived on the scene, a store employee reported that the suspect exited the store without paying and was last seen getting into a red Mustang while still wearing his mask.
I'm assuming that minimum we're going to do trespass warnings?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get the paperwork for that. That's what's wearing in the car. The mask, the microphone, and I'm sure the flag, and we're going to have to probably check video on that though. Okay, so for sure the microphone and the mask. These two items right here?
I'm going to team together.
Okay, cool. So you guys want to do charges on that? Okay. We good with those old statements so we can check those off our list? Yeah. All right. I'm going to go down there, get paperwork wrapped up with him. I'll come back and see you guys. We'll drop off the trespass warnings for both of them. So you can get them out of it for this black. Gotcha.
Unfortunately for the suspect, Walmart management wanted to press charges against him. And while the two officers were interviewing Walmart staff regarding the theft, other officers promptly located and stopped the suspect vehicle at an intersection.
Let's introduce ourselves. Hey, Jonah. Adam. Speech you. This is off the video. Okay, so obviously I think you overheard me talking to Sergeant Bruckner already, kind of explained everything you guys discussed. You're aware of your rights. You know that you're not talking if you don't want to talk to me. As I understand it, the microphone and the Batman mask is the only thing we took out of the store. Is there anything else missing from the store?
If I want to say sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
From the moment the officers made first contact with the suspect, Jonah Goodfellow, it was obvious that he was remorseful for his actions. With a family name like Goodfellow, he knew he had a reputation to live up to, and if he continued shoplifting, that wasn't going to happen.
The microphone, where did you pick it up from? Inside the store, where was it at? I don't know where it was located. Where did you get it?
Like guessing when I got it, like where I picked up the box.
Yeah.
Electronics.
Okay. And Did it have any kind of like wiring thing on it or anything? How did you remove that?
Literally, like, fell off. I'm like, what?
Right. What do you mean it fell off? Like
so there's this black part.
Okay.
Actually, mine's just.
Let me back up. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it looks like, so I'm not a big person.
Everyone else doing the same thing I did. So it's just black thing, right?
Yeah.
They don't make it tight enough.
Right.
So you can slide it off on the cardboard part.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm tracking. There's like a wire thing that goes around it or whatever?
They should tighten it. They're really on tight.
Gotcha.
So I guess you should tell them that.
Okay.
Keep me and others doing it.
I understand.
It looked like Jonah was more than willing to comply with the officers. Furthermore, it was nice of him to give Walmart some tips for making their products more theft-proof. Still, a few kind gestures weren't going to get him out of this one. He did the crime, and now he had to face the consequences.
Like I said, I'm sorry. I don't know how many more times I can say it.
It's okay. I appreciate your apology. It's not a personal matter, but I do understand why you're feeling that way. I do. So I appreciate that. You live here in town? Where do you live?
I just moved. So I used to live in Jupiter, according to Shoplifter.
Yep, I got you. Okay, I can certainly relate to that. All right, man. Well, just do me a favor. Stay right here for a few minutes. Let us wrap up our stuff. I'm obviously I'll bring this stuff back to Walmart over there, and we're gonna have some paperwork and stuff for you.
Any way of you talking the same story?
No, because part of this process and what they've requested is that you be trespassed from Walmart, which means you cannot return to the property. If you do return to the property, then you're subject to arrest for trespassing after warning, okay?
Like banned for life?
Until they lift the trespass warning from this Walmart right now. Okay? All right? Are you stunned or are you confused?
No, I understand.
Okay. I just want to make sure. If you had a question, I was going to clarify it for you. Okay. All right. Well, just hang tight for me, okay?
Jonah wasn't alone during the theft, so the officers read his accomplice his rights. However, he refused to talk with the police. Next, the officers searched Jonah's vehicle for more stolen merchandise.
All right, we're just going to get going on a MTA. And can you grab the microphone real quick? I have a serial number. Grinder. Take that destruction. And then grab the mask. Actually, take my camera. Take a picture of them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll take a picture of this. Are they checking on this stuff? She's using the purple.
Gotcha.
Is that what she said that they were checking on?
I think so, yeah. Mine as well.
The gun's in that red bag.
The police officers also located the stolen toy gun that management suspected may have been shoplifted as well. They also discovered some marijuana paraphernalia, but Jonah denied that it was his. It was most probably the reason why his friend didn't want to talk.
This bag. Where's this from? Walmart? This Walmart? Did you pay for it? Okay.
When the search was complete, the officers located more stolen merchandise than was initially reported by the staff. With all the stolen goods rounded up, ready to be returned to Walmart, there was just one more thing left to do.
Can you wipe my face, please? What's that? Yeah, give me just 1 second. Just breathe. All right?
Yeah. So what's happening?
You're being taken down to the Indian River County Jail for shoplifting, for the retail theft.
Yeah.
You'll get down there, you'll get processed in. We've got some paperwork to do. You'll have a chance to use the phone and stuff once you get down there. You will have a bond. So, what's the bond?
It'll be 500.
500. So he talked to your grandmother, so she knows everything that's going on too.
What she said?
I didn't personally talk to her. So just sit tight. We'll get you down there. You good? All right.
Jonah Goodfellow was charged with retail theft and was transported to the Indian River County Jail, where his bond was then set at $500. On July 22, 2022, police officers were dispatched to a Target store following reports of 2 females shoplifting. However, when the officers arrived on the scene, they quickly learned that there were more than 2 suspects.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Officer Sanchez, Santa Fe PD. Need to have a conversation with you, okay?
Okay.
Apparently you've been shoplifting from here. Do you have anything on you right now that's not yours?
I have nothing. There's nothing.
Is there anything in your bag?
Nope. Come on over.
What else?
Some trash.
Okay. So, let's go and have a conversation. Where's your daughter at?
My daughter.
The one that's with you, or whoever's with you.
I don't have any kids, and I'm not with anybody. I came in on my own.
Okay. Do you have an ID? So, like I said, you're just gonna get trespassed, okay? So you're not welcome here anymore.
Okay. I do believe that I am being confused with somebody else.
I mean, it's unfortunate. But...
The store manager informed the officer that she believed the 2 women were a mother and daughter duo. However, the woman claimed she was there alone. While talking to her, the girl they suspected to be the woman's daughter, Sosa, was about to exit the store. But what the officers didn't know was that Sosa had a friend with her, Angelica.
Where's she? Right here? Okay.
Everything is over there.
Okay, sounds good. Come on. We're not here to argue. We're gonna identify you, and then you're gonna be trespassed. They don't want your service anymore. So we're gonna go to the front of my vehicle. Now you're going to jail.
No, I'm sorry.
Now you're going to jail.
I'm sorry, sir.
Stop.
I just want to say,
No.
please.
Stop.
Please.
Stop resisting.
No, I'm not trying to resist. I swear.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Hey, pretend I'm outside the door. Get away. Oh. Hey, pretend, come over here. Hey, she just tried to hit me with the car.
While the officer was trying to put the cuffs on Angelica, Sosa rode her vehicle and attempted to run over the officer. It was a bold and absolutely ridiculous attempt to free her friend. Angelica would later reveal that Sosa was only her friend's street name, and she didn't know her real name.
Hit your partner with the car! Hit him with the car! Don't move! Hey, I tried to hit her in the car twice.
Black Honda Nissan just tried to run over 202. Get out of the car! Over there, I got you covered. They're still in the parking lot. I turned it off, so backing up again. Move, move, move!
Unit, right there. They're going towards you. They just tried to hit 202.
Surprisingly, instead of trying to flee the scene immediately, Sosa hesitated and seemed to consider backing over the officer before taking off, but ultimately decided to just drive away. While the other officers were in pursuit of Sosa, Angelica was cuffed and placed in the back of a cruiser.
Danny, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. She was always right there. She ran right there. She was getting close. She was trying to get close enough for her to jump into the thing, but I wouldn't let her. Were you standing right here? No, I was standing right. So she was right there. She was holding, and she was trying to go inside. Almost shot that person. Dude, I was gonna shoot.
I thought you were.
So
he kept trying to hit him, dude.
But I had a homegirl with one arm, so I was like, oh man, what do I do? So that's why I scooted this way. Sorry, brother. No, you're good. You're good.
I know. I'm gonna tell him. Where's your partner at? Where's your partner?
If I would have been a direct threat, I would have dropped her and I would have just. Cause my car was slamming. Well, she hit my car. If I would have been there,
It's a mystery how it's still not clear to everybody that trying to ram somebody with a vehicle is extremely dangerous. Sosa was lucky she didn't end up killing the officer and Angelica. Afterward, the officer spoke to the woman they first encountered inside the store.
Were you with the other two girls that just took off running outside?
No. And I know why she thinks I was, because that little girl stopped me and asked me a question. She said, what are you doing? Because I know her from, I'm going to say, an ex-best friend.
What's her name?
I couldn't even tell you her name. If you give me a minute, I might be able to think of it.
So let's step outside real quick, though.
Okay. Honestly, though, I can't.
Okay. Real quick, hold on. Is any of these your guys' bags? There's full stuff in them.
Oh, there's stuff in there?
Yeah, no, not like your guys' stuff. It's her stuff. Okay.
Yeah, this is an old dirty bag.
So, like I said, is if they want you
This is
trespassing,
an old dirty bag.
We're just hang out right here by the trash can. I'm going to do the paperwork and then I'm going to sign it for you, okay?
To be fair, it seemed possible that Sosa wasn't indeed her daughter, but it didn't matter. The manager still decided to trespass her from the store for 3 years. Although she still insisted she was innocent, she still took the trespass warning without any complaints. The officer then spoke to Angelica again.
Okay, so what are you doing today?
I'm homeless. My family's on the streets. My house was boosting.
Okay.
Just so that I could see my brothers and
I understand.
pay for my room.
I understand. So you're shoplifting inside?
No. You see the cameras I do.
How are you going to pay for everything? Let's not start lying to each other, okay? This is not my first day on the job. You just told me that your hustle is boosting, okay?
Yes, I was going to shoplift.
You were going to shoplift in there, okay? Yeah, because your girlfriend went in and warned you that we were outside.
Yes.
Yes. You were just going to get trespassed. That's all this was.
I was just
Stop.
scared because
Listen. I don't care, okay? All right, I'm sorry. I know it's hard being on the streets. I know more than most. I was on the streets from 16 to 18. I understand. But it's not an excuse. There's a million other things you could be doing besides stealing. All right?
I don't have my family.
Doesn't matter. I don't have family. I don't have family. I don't even have brothers. You're barking up the wrong tree for sympathy. You're not going to get none from me.
Angelica's story was sad. There was no doubt about that. But like the officer said, it was up to her to turn her life around. Afterwards, she was read her rights and transported to the police station for processing.
You unbuckle your seatbelt? I know. You gotta get off the dope, Angelica. 19 years old, dude. How long you been on blues? Since you were 17? There's programs out there to help you, man. I understand you're on the streets. I get it. I understand more than most, okay? But the thing is you live in a state that helps a lot. I would prefer if you get and get off the streets, get off the blues. It's only a matter of time so that stuff, you know.
Maybe you gotta do up the riders for?
Yeah, why?
I feel something else interesting.
You have something else?
I don't know.
Reach it. Lift it up.
Understand.
All right, I'm gonna pinch in between your ball and shake it out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go in there. Thank you for telling me.
Down here. What AC you targeting here with?
Shoplifting, resisting, and possession of a controlled substance.
Angelica was charged with shoplifting, resisting, and possession of a controlled substance. Shoplifting is anything but a victimless crime. For example, Walmart reportedly loses up to $3 billion annually due to shoplifting, resulting in higher prices for consumers and the closure of stores. Good thing loss prevention is always on the lookout, and when the cops get called, we see what happens when teen shoplifters think they can get away with stealing.